Hey guys, sorry it took me so long to get this video up. I forgot the worksheet home over the weekend or with the school, so here we go. I assigned off of here problems 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, and 7 because I feel like that was a good smattering of questions for y'all to work with. Just going to kind of walk you through some of these. Now, some, and again, you're asked to solve for the variable y in all of these equations. So for example, number 1, if we're solving for y, that means we're getting rid of 2x and we're getting rid of 3. Now, since this is separated with an addition, that means that subtraction, because that 2 is positive, is the only thing that can get rid of that 2x. That's the reason why this is addition subtraction, because it's separated. Now, once that's done, that 3 attached to the y, that's a multiplication. That's going to get done with division. So to kind of walk through the whole process, subtract that 2x, subtract that on the other side as well. Okay, so I have 12 minus 2x. And dividing, just make sure everything gets divided. I will point out that if this had been a negative 3, then I would have divided by negative 3 the whole way around. Now, it wasn't, so I won't. But I'm just pointing it out. Whatever the negative sign is, or whatever the sign for that number is, that follows through the whole way. Now, this can be divided. That won't. So what you have in the end is just 4 minus 2/3 x. And that would be your answer. Y is isolated, done. Okay? A couple of others. Here with number 2, you honestly don't have to do anything to separate the y except for eliminate that 3. You don't have to do this. With the parentheses and the distribution, none of that has to happen. If I just move my 3 over, okay, y equals, okay, there we go. I'd be okay with that. You've solved for y. That was what I asked you to do. Okay? If you want to distribute and all that, you can. Now, I will say here with 3 and 5, we did things similar to this in class on Friday when we had the area formulas and things like that. Area equals base times height. If you're going to solve for base, get rid of height. That's a multiplication. Okay, divide. There we go. So my answer there would be A divided by H equals B. Final answer. And in a similar way here for 5, you could have, similar to how we did on Friday, A equals base times height divided by 2. Alright, that's fine. That's in a fraction. That means that this is division. Okay, I'll counter that with multiplication. So it's simply just looking at what's there and then doing the opposite. And then from here, it's the same as it was before, that you divide and then you're finished. So here you have division, multiply. Here you have multiplication, so divide. With this 1/2 here in number 6, once you've eliminated the 6x, so once you've done that, and after you do that, you would just have that 1/2 left over. Now again, like I said earlier, that sign is going to carry down here. Okay, that's part of that. Now at this point, you would look at this as negative y divided by 2. That's a division. See, with the fraction, it's not quite clear. If that's dividing by 2, then you know for sure you're going to be multiplying. Okay? Fractions rewrite, so your variable's on top. That shows you that that's going to be a division. Right there. Okay? Now, with that multiplication, you also have to keep in mind that sign. You want to get rid of that too. If I just used a 2 there, then after I multiply, I'd have a negative y left over. 2 would cancel, 2 would cancel. I don't want negative y. That's not what you're being asked to solve for. What you're being asked to solve for is y. So, what you're going to do instead is add that negative onto there, or put that negative onto there, and negative cancels negative. That's positive now. Okay, then you would just have y equals after that. Number 7, Eventually, we're going to ask you guys to do any distribution that's in the problem or in the equation. And so this I'm kind of referring back to number 2 here. Eventually, we are going to ask that you do that distribution. Right now, we're just asking you to solve for y, so it's fine. You don't have to at this point. If you can just move that 2 over and then divide there to eliminate that 2, then you should be fine. Okay? Now, whenever you're doing that division, this is one division bar. This is all one thing in the parentheses. That's divided by 2. And then this is its own separate. It's separated by subtraction. This is its own separate division. So you'll have 2 fractions in your answer there. Okay, that's all the help I'm going to give you guys. We are grading this tomorrow in class, so I expect it to be turned in.